One Piece Review Chapter 634. As always, Luffy being impatient, demanding Jinbei to step aside so he can go kick some ass, Jinbei stops him again and explains how fishermen could not make a simple bond as friendship with the humans in all this time, so he asks Luffy to be this island's hero. But Luffy is like, hell no, that he likes heroes but doesn't wanna be one, and he explains in his odd way how a hero, if he had a piece of meat, would divide that meat equally, but a pirate would just eat it. From the distance, the other members of the crew are just facepalming themselves. I can't really blame them. But Jinbei is smart and shouts, "Shut up, I will give you the meat," and Luffy's like, in a heartbeat, well, okay. Now Jinbei came to explain his plan, how he plans to hide Luffy in the shark, and that he needs to steal the keys and rescue the princesses and the king. He instructs the crybaby, I mean the princess, to hide with the latter and then retreat with her family, and as for the rest, that they should figure out something. Sanji being extremely unhappy with this rough plan, so they come to the really tricky part, which is coming up with a strategy name. As you all know, you can't go into battle without it. It's just not possible. In the next page, we shift back to manga's present, seeing Hody lying on the ground, managing to stand up in a panel or two, and the crowd cheering for Luffy's appearance and his kick-assing. So we get a treat, seeing the opposition taunting Straw Hats, and them of course ignoring everything the enemy says. Luffy also promotes Crybaby, the princess, to a weak Hoshi, which I think means weak star, but don't pay any attention to my Japanese translation. And we get to a touching moment where Jinbei is complimenting Princess on her bravery and she starts crying again, so the same day she gets promoted, she gets demoted back to her Crybaby nickname. We hear an angry cry from Hody, how Wonder Decken was totally hopeless and useless. He rages through the debris, saying how he should see Jinbei's trap coming a mile away. He explained his plan, how he will kill every one of those spoiled brats at the Marijones and spread the word of the dreaded kingdom under the sea. Quite a nice name, actually. Here is where he makes a mistake, saying he will enslave every human, including pirate, and says he will be the true pirate king. He is laughing at the Straw Hats, saying that what can 10 pirates do against 100,000 of them? The pirates all attack, and we finally see Luffy just strolling towards them and using his king's disposition. 50,000 of the enemy pirates drop unconscious on the floor, and the rest are left shivering at Luffy's awesome power. We also see the Sea Kingdom's people, the adults are scared and amazed, and the young bedazzle at his part. We also see Sea Kingdom's people, the adults are scared and amazed, while the young ones are bedazzled at Luffy's power. Jinbei is surprised at Luffy's progress in such a short time, but that's about it. Luffy starts talking to Hody, saying there is no need for more than one king of the pirates. Next panel showing Hody shitting his pants and Luffy going gear third, knocking a bunch of pirates out. We also see the rest of the crew preparing for battle and launching straight into it. This marks the end of chapter 634. One Piece being the third on my favorite manga list never ends disappointing me, and this chapter is my favorite by far because I get to see Luffy using his haki on such a big mass of opponents, all through there all week. As we get to know, the ship has 2 new weapons, and I was drooling all over the place when I read it. I can't wait for the next chapter to come out so I can see the juicy bazookas or whatever Frankie installed on that ship. I'm excited to see the crew's growth in those 3 years, as none have actually showed much of their new skill, only those bits at the meeting place on Shabodi, and that was not enough for me. I really hope Hody will prove his big mouth isn't the only thing he has, and that he at least manages to scratch the awesomeness of our beloved crew. Well, we will have to wait till next week to see stuff like this. Until then, please like my vid, subscribe, but most of all, enjoy your day. See ya in a week.